thank you for sharing that information with me. Just as a recap, you stated that when you were going through the wash, you're concerned that because the truck in front of you is a little muddy, that you're concerned that the cloths are going to scratch your new vehicle. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And then I also was saying that my license plate got a little bent last time, and so I just feel concerned. You know, I don't want any damage to be done to my vehicle by going through the car wash.
Yeah. No, I totally understand. I'm very picky about my vehicle as well, and I totally understand that. And I apologize about your license plate. A lot of times the license plates, because of how flimsy they are, is they hold up really well, but they do get bent, especially if something gets stuck behind it and it gets forced out. A lot of times what I recommend to people is, if you can, if you have one, or if you'd like to get one, we can hand them out. It has the dealership name on it, but we do have plate frames, and that just adds a little bit more support, and it's less likely to bend or to break that way. So that can help out with the license plate issue. As for the mud issue and the possibility of scratching, what it does is we don't wash each individual cloth each time a car goes through, but what we can do is, if you'd like to hang tight for a second, as soon as that car makes it all the way through the wash and the fan stop, I can hit what's called the wet down button, and it'll spray, and it'll just spin. It'll let it spin for a solid minute while it's spraying on the brushes. That way any dirt or anything left on it does get thrown off the brushes as best as possible. And we also we have an option of a $3 upgrade, which brings us to the premium wash. It gives us a triple foam soap, undercarriage glass, and then the sealing wax at the end as well. And with the triple foam soap, one thing that I like about it is it just gives that extra little bit of protection, not only to clean the vehicle, but it also puts just a little bit more, it puts soap in between the actual paint of your vehicle and the cloth itself, and so it rubs the soap on rather than the cloth touching it specifically. So that's a couple options we have. Are you interested in any of those or anything?
Yeah, I definitely would be interested in that. I feel like that would be a really good clean, and I really like how you explained to me what you can do for me to make sure the cloths are clean. I would really appreciate that, so thank you for being willing to do that for me.
Yeah, no worries. And like I said, it does take a little bit longer, and if you're ever in a hurry, or if you want to go through it today, and if you still think it might scratch just a little bit, then what we have in the future is, it does take longer this way, but we do have the option of taking it back and doing a hand wash on it, where we take it down, we spray off everything we possibly can first, and then we can also spray out the brushes the best we can before we brush on the soap, and then spray it all back off and squeegee and wipe down the car. Because what we'll do at that point is we have to go back to the detail bay, and with that is, if they have too many details, then we might be backed up a little bit, or we might not be able to get it in right away, versus just pulling up to the car wash, letting it stop, and go through that wet down cycle like I mentioned. And so that's your fastest option. And then also the plate frame thing for your license plate. But other than that, we do have the hand wash, but it does take longer, and sometimes we can't get to it for quite a while. And so it's just completely up to you, but we just want to make sure you're satisfied, and we want to do all you can, or all that we can, to keep you happy. Because like I said at the beginning, I'm picky about my car as well. I have a black vehicle, and any little scratch or anything on it, it shows through very easily. And I'm the same way. As I try to do everything I can to keep scratches from my vehicle. Perfect. So don't you agree that some of those services might be able to help you out in the future and kind of fix some of those concerns that you have?
Yeah, I definitely do. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, no worries. Well, hey, thank you so much, and thank you for bringing that concern to me, and I'm glad we were able to help out. So, alrighty, thank you.
Thank you.